It is officially time. Forget Epic Mimic, Schlep and Pekina. The true massive update is dropping on May 27th, and we are finally breaking down the arrival of Crystal Islet. The reason why we think Crystal Islet is dropping is because it is the month of Crystal. It's been nearly 6 months since Shadow Islet, and there was this mysterious geode short uploaded, and I think I've already wrote the script, but at the time of recording they dropped another short. But let's just skip the boring part and get right into the cool part. There's a lot of Crystal Islet designs going around, but let's go with some of my favourites. Just take a look at this concept for Crystal Islet by Raw Zebra. Unlike the high-tech mechanical grids of Mech Islet or the eerie cloudy theme of Shadow Islet, this design completely pops with vibrant magenta, purple, and a massive fractured prism glass floor that looks like a literal rainbow geode. Now, look at this completely different take on Crystal Islet by MSM. This one seems like it is floating in space, which is awesome. The fingers curve upwards to hold the stage together, and the floor is this insane swirling green cosmic vortex thing. You've got like giant emerald green crystal cubes literally like floating in zero gravity around the edges, and a sharp geode ring locking the monster into the center. Like, it even has this like nice centerpiece eye thing that the other islets have. I can't really describe it, but like and subscribe before we get on to the next part. The primordial is pretty obviously going to be Droah. I mean, I just couldn't imagine Toonfall being on water. Now, in an MSM Live a couple of months ago, they were on about making primordials easier to obtain, which might be beginning with the water primordials release. Let's think about how Droah might sound. We have this unique take by MSM where Droah blows bubbles, which I think is really cool. But like, it needs to have something really defining, like a game-changing sound really to fit in how much hype is behind Crystal Islet. And Raw Zebra's on the other hand, where it shoots these like things up in the air, and when they land in the mouth making this like a synth sound, really matches the theme behind Crystal Islet. I think a sound like this or a vocalist sound would really match Crystal Islet. Now let's get onto the Crystal Islet roster and song. We have got probably the best roster out of any islet, I mean, in my opinion at least. With Geode, Socks, Voodoo, Bellowfish, Fungprey, Meepkin, Gadzooks, Flasque, Nightbear, Exert, Tater, and Rismuth. Yeah, I think Crystal Islet is going to be like a pop theme song, sort of like what this is about. Like, I think Crystal Islet is going to be like a pop themed song, like sort of like this. A friend who knows more about music wrote this part for me because I don't know a lot about music. So how do you actually take like 12 of the most chaotic, unstable monsters in the game and turn them into like a cohesive pop song? I mean, if you look at this roster, Big Blue Wolf has given us like really good ingredients for a high-energy electronic pop track. Let's break down the layers, starting with the foundation, the rhythm section. The drum and bass foundation. First up, we need a driving beat, and that is where Rismuth completely carries the track. With its insane breakbeat drums and electronic glitch loops, it gives the song that fast-paced modern pop energy. To back that up, Gadzooks locks down the rhythm section with those like deep acoustic percussion slaps, while Bellowfish comes in with that heavy sub-bass accordion groove. Together, these three create a rhythm pocket that is incredibly bouncy and impossible not to headbang to. I didn't write this part if you couldn't tell. The electronic synth fillers. Once the beat is locked in, you need those catchy pop synth layers. This is where the workshop monsters absolutely dominate. Flasque adds, the perfect like rhythmic filter. Dropping those unstable liquid synth bubbles pops right on the offbeats. What? I don't know. Meepkin complements this perfectly with its sharp like synthesized like rain stick thing where it goes like adding that like distortion and texture to the song. Then Exert introduced that like bizarre vocal synth thing, filling up like the lower mid frequencies and giving the track a unique undertone. But a pop song isn't complete without the bright ear-catching ear candy. and since this is like a crystal islet, the melodies here are like elite. gUrDy provides that beautiful sparkling glass marimba melody which contrasts perfectly against Sock's smooth jazzy saxophone riffs. To add a bit of atmosphere, Voodoo brings in those haunting mystical maraca shakes. Why is so much description, bro? And spacey charms, creating an amazing spatial depth. Then, out of nowhere, Tater injects pure chaos into the track, blending Tater's... Oh, they're actually called Tater, I didn't know that. Tater's quirky vocal hops with Tater's high and party horn accents to break up the track and keep it feeling fun. The vocal melodrama, finally we need the vocals to tie the hook together. I mean, Nightmare anchors the vocal line with its like deep, heavy mechanical voice thing, acting like a bass line. And right on top of it all, Funk Prey delivers the ultimate emotional playoff, laying down that sweeping, majestic string melody that completely elevates the entire place from a simple beat into a massive cinematic pop anthem. Wow. And if we go in game right now, and we go to Ethereal Workshop, it says 24 out of 24, but there's something else, and it's like hidden in the game. You've probably already seen it, but if we go on the rarefied attunement structure, we press tune up. Hey, why are you here? And it's like, I wonder what the next rare is gonna be. There's no difference in the silhouette because it's not like really in the game. It's just in this menu. But I mean that pretty much confirms what we have coming as well as like Crystal Islet, which is pretty cool. For our final monster teaser from the look ahead, we have a rare Ethereal. It features a chemistry hint, and the only science related monster on Ethereal Workshop is Flasque, so automatically it's going to be rare Flasque. I mean, we already kind of know from what I said earlier. The hint features what would happen if fluorovium, uranium, radium, radium and arsenic are mixed together. It also mentions a study up on quarks and electrons. When the element symbols and the first letters of quarks and electrons are like rearranged, it spells rare Flasque. Even though we have like proof it's coming anyway, but that just like solidifies it even more. Here is a rare Flasque designed by Lycoad. It features a more like mutated Flasque with a variety of colours and a variety of like glass beakers. Pretty cool. I just can't wait for this to stop coming out. I mean, pretty cool. I just can't wait for this to come out because it's been so long. And here is a rare Flasque designed by Spookbox. It features a much more like active and alive feeling, being like reshaped from the usual Flasque with lots of like brighter and more heated colours. It reminds me a bit of a Bunsen burner a little. I don't know why. We also have seen our first sticker book act end, and we are coming to our second act the day after, so May 28th. Let's see what we may have in our second sticker book. We got this poster from a sticker book promotion a couple of weeks back. We can see a lot of things. From left to right, we will probably get a Sugar Fam collection, a Crystal collection, Perplexed Claw, Mind Boggle Sky Paint, and Summer Song, Creator Month decorations, and a Mimic one, which is going to be good. Now these will all give like Wonderland costumes, so here are some of them that may release. Image by Flipsim. The Sugar Bush one, probably the Sugar Fam collection, obviously. Yeah. And the Wordmark one for when you complete all of them. But before the video ends, like and subscribe, save your times, and I will see you all for Crystal Island.